The newest celebrity in Oxford is someone you wouldn't normally think, Chef John Currence. John is about to be on the new season of Top Chef Masters. I sat down with John to discuss his new TV reality show, as well as talk about food on the square.
I grew up in New Orleans around food, and food's a huge part of life and culture in New Orleans. And, you know, if everybody that, was born in New Orleans became a chef because of that, we have a world, full of New Orleans chefs and no others. I fell into the restaurant business sort of entirely by mistake. It just sort of served me perfectly because I love to work and I love to learn, while I was working. So kitchens became sort of like the ideal classroom for me. I guess my first kitchen job was actually on a tugboat in the Gulf of Mexico the summer after I graduated from high school, and it was entirely, sort of unintentional or not by design. I just happened to be the low man on the totem pole, and nobody else wanted to do it.
John has definitely come a long way since his tugboat job back in New Orleans. I go on to talk about his experience with television.
I ended up having a blast going to do Top Chef. I thought it was complete malarkey, when I was going out there. It was just TV and, worse than that, reality TV. But I got my arm twisted into going. And so I went into it with a really crappy attitude. I didn't want to be there. I thought it was a bunch of BS. And, I ended up getting out there and it was a blast. I had a really good time. But that was a moment. I don't have any sort of aspiration to create a TV show. I don't have any ideas for that. I like to cook and I like to run my restaurants.
What do I love about City Grocery? Chef John Currence. There's your answer. It's Emerald, Bobby Flay. Gotta go Chef John Currence on that one. City Grocery's a place to eat. Big bad breakfast, bourrée. Can't say one bad thing about him.
I keep dwarfs in my basement.
City Grocery is the best place to eat in Oxford. I love coming here. It's so good. Not only City Grocery, Bourrée, BBB, they're all so good. We love them all. They're our favorite place to eat.
I suggest if you're ever in Oxford to visit one of these 4 great restaurants and see what John Currence really has to offer.